ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। ध्यायामो धवलावगुण्ठनवतीं तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्गविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं संकीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरीम् शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Welcome to another episode of Amrita Chintanam. A few years ago, a survey was conducted where two managers were given a topic to discuss about. So they were asked to put across their points about this certain topic, and the conversation was recorded. Later, when the conversation was played, a very interesting thing was observed. It was observed that the conversation sounded like the two managers were having a monologue, where neither of them were listening to each other. They were just waiting for the other person to stop so that they could put across their own points. Sadly, this is the world that we are living in. We have all lost the art of listening, and we are just here to speak and to give lectures to others. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, there is an interesting analogy where the Guru gives a certain Upadesha to a set of disciples. So when the Guru gives an Upadesha, the Upadesha is very subtle and it is difficult to comprehend for those disciples who do not have enough focus of mind. Therefore, only one or two disciples who have enough grasping power, that is Pratnya Shakti, and good memory power, that is Medha Shakti, and enough Ekagrata or focus of mind can truly understand the essence of the Guru's teachings. So once the Guru gives the Upadesha, the Guru asks this disciple who has good grasping power to repeat what the Guru said. And when this disciple repeats the Guru's teachings, the other disciples are able to comprehend it better or understand it better because they are able to relate more to this disciple. This is a very famous technique of teaching that is used across universities in the world today. In the past few weeks, we have had extensive discussions about Sanatana Dharma and about our culture. We have had a series of talks on I Love My India where Swamiji and our elders have discussed extensively about the various salient features of Sanatana Dharma. Now, they would like to understand how well we have listened or how well we have understood these points. And therefore, in the upcoming talks, Ayudh members will be coming forward to speak about Sanatana Dharma and how well they have listened or they have understood to the previous talks. Therefore, the title of the series of talks from now onwards will be Thus Spake the Wise of the Ancient Past. This is actually a saying from Kenopanishad which goes like this: Iti Shushruma Purvesham, which means these are the teachings of the ancient rishis. Thus spake the wise of the ancient past. In the last 1 month, we have had a lot of festivities to celebrate. The Ramayana Masa got over, and following that we had the Independence Day. And I'm sure all of you would have watched the very colourful celebrations of Shri Krishna Janmashtami in Delhi along with our beloved mother. When Amma celebrates Krishna Janmashtami, it is like Amma celebrating her own birthday because Amma is not different from that supreme being who took an avatar as Krishna. Following this, we had a very auspicious event the last week, that is on the 24th of August, where the Delhi Faridabad AIIMS Amrita Hospital was inaugurated. It was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in the divine presence of our beloved mother and is said to be Asia's largest private hospital. So this is a Mahayajnam that we all witnessed, and I'm sure a lot of you went to Faridabad to participate in this Mahayajnam. In the Vishnu Sahasranama, Vishnu is praised as Lokadhyaksha, Karmadhyaksha and Karma Phaladata. This is one Mahayajnam where the Lokadhyaksha, Karmadhyaksha and Karma Phaladata was sitting with us and participating with us in the Yajnam, which is Amma herself. In this very auspicious occasion, I would like to recollect two stories from the Ramayana. So when Sri Rama and Sita set out to the forest for the exile, Bharata and Shatrughna were not in Ayodhya at that point of time. So when they returned, that is when they heard about the exile that was given to Sri Rama, and Bharata was extremely saddened to hear this news. So he decided to go along with the royal family and with the entire army and all many subjects of Ayodhya, set out into the forest and called Sri Rama to return to Ayodhya. So this entire search party, they went into the forest in search of Sri Rama, and they were on the way when they visited Bharadwaja Muni's ashram. So in Rishi Bharadwaja's ashram, they spoke to the Rishi, they took the Rishi's blessings. And Rishi Bharadwaja later told them that you all are very tired, you all are extremely tired because of the journey that you had the entire day. Why don't you take rest over here for the night, sleep over here for the night, and you can continue your search for Sri Rama later in the morning. So Bharata was initially very reluctant to accept this because he was thinking that we are such a huge army, huge search party. And this is such a small ashram, and these are very simple people who are living out of what they get out of the forest. So how can they take care of us? But since Rishi Bharadwaja was insisting, Bharata agreed, and the events that followed were very surprising. So Bharadwaja summoned Vishwakarma, who is the divine architect in the court of Indra, and Vishwakarma appeared in front of Rishi Bharadwaja, and Rishi Bharadwaja asked him to arrange for the accommodation and for the food of this entire search party. And within the next few seconds, a huge palace came up in the ashram, a huge palace with all the luxurious amenities and a lot of attendants to take care of these people. A huge feast was set up for them to feast on, and they all had a very comfortable stay in the night. The next day morning, Bharata took Rishi Bharadwaja's blessings and set out in the forest. And while going, Bharata just looked back to see that beautiful palace once again. And when he turned back, lo and behold, there was no palace. A similar incident that happens in the Ramayana is when Hanuman's tail is set on fire. So when Hanuman's tail is set on fire, Hanuman travels across the entire Lanka and puts everything on fire. He burns Lanka to ashes. And at this point, Ravana summons Vishwakarma and asks Vishwakarma to bring Lanka back to its previous glory with all its monuments and palaces. So within a very short time, Vishwakarma brings back Lanka to its previous glory with all its palaces and its luxuries, amenities. So we might wonder that if Ravana and Rishi Bharadwaja can summon Vishwakarma and bring up these huge buildings and palaces in a very short time, our Amma too, who is Adi Parashakti herself, can surely summon Vishwakarma and bring up this entire hospital in no time. It is Amma who is giving Vishwakarma his power. But the fact is that Amma is giving us an opportunity to do seva, to do selfless service. Even during Amma's satsang, during the inauguration of Faridabad AIIMS, Amma happened to mention that the greatest loss that one can have is the loss of an opportunity to do seva. So this is a golden opportunity that Amma gave us to do seva. Amma does not require anything from us. Amma only wants us to surrender our egos in front of Amma's divine feet. So this is a golden opportunity that Amma gave us for doing seva. Let us all pray to Amma that we become like that little squirrel from Ramayana who put in his little effort to build the bridge and got blessed by Sri Rama. Let us strive to be selfless like that little squirrel and do seva with that attitude and surrender our ego at Amma's feet. Next, an Ayudh member from Amritapuri, Sridev, will be speaking about Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
ध्यायामो धवलावगुण्ठनवतीं तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्गविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरीम् अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः। ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः। ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः। My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our most beloved Amma, and heartfelt Namah to all of you. The subject of our discussion today is the proclamation of Mundagopanishad, Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman himself. What is the Brahman? The Chandogyopanishad, the Shruti, proclaims Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. The speech returns along with the mind, unable to comprehend that, and that is Brahman. We can understand this by a simple example. Imagine that we are standing in the shore of the ocean. We see the vast, expansive ocean. The ocean is vast, it is expansive. Now, how is it expansive? The instrument we use to comprehend the ocean, our eyes. The area the eye can cover is much less than the area that the ocean takes. Therefore, we say that the ocean is vast according to what we perceive in our eyes. Similarly, all the faculties we are given, mental and intellectual, fall short in trying to understand the Brahman, because Brahman is the substratum, is the very essence, the very power that powers all our intellectual and mental powers. Mahatmas say that everything in the world has become defiled except for Brahman, because what Brahman is cannot be told through speech. It is something that can only be experienced. Therefore, me trying to say what Brahman is, trying to explain the Upanishadic statement is a folly, but it is necessary for us to keep on remembering, keep on doing nididhyasana of manana and nididhyasana of the Brahman to reach to experience the Brahman. The Brahman is incomprehensible, we found. Then, who are the knowers of Brahman? And how did they know the Brahman? The Sri Guru Gita, chapter 3, verse 9 says, Sa eva sadguru sakshat sad asad brahmavittamah. He alone is the Sadguru who has realized the Brahman fully. Our most beloved Amma, while she recounted her sadhana leela, the end part, told us a phase she went through. Once Amma was sitting for meditation and she suddenly heard a terrific humming sound. She then perceived the Divine Mother Kali in front of her with the dark hued body, the skull mala, the long hair. Amma felt scared. Amma thought, the Divine Mother is coming to kill me. Let me run away before she kills me. Suddenly Amma realized the voice is coming from within her. The next moment, Amma felt that she was holding the veena, the divine veena of the Divine Mother. She felt she had the nose ring the Divine Mother adorned on. Amma felt that she was Devi herself. Now, Amma grew suspicious. She thought, the Divine Mother is playing a joke on me. She is tricking me. She might be even testing me. I can never be the Divine Mother. So let me meditate upon Lord Shiva instead. Amma started meditating upon Lord Shiva. After some time, she felt she had the garland of snakes around her neck. She had the long matted hair. She felt that she had Rudraksha malas around her neck. She felt, oh, Lord Shiva is also with the Divine Mother. He is also trying to trick me. Never mind, let me meditate upon Lord Ganesha. Amma started meditating upon Lord Ganesha, and like the last two meditations, after some time Amma felt that she had a long trunk. She grew a large pot belly. Like this, Amma went on meditating upon different forms of Devas and Devis. Finally, Amma heard a voice from within, which said, you don't need to meditate upon all these gods and goddesses. They have merged in you long back. Then why do you have to meditate upon them who you verily are, you verily is? Slowly Amma says meditation upon the forms of gods and goddesses ceased. She started hearing the sound of the secret syllable Om from within. Amma recounted this experience when she sang in Ananda Vidhi, the path of ecstasy. Annu tottanyamai kaanan kazhinila ellam en atmavennorthu. From that day on, I couldn't see anything different from my very own self. I felt that everything is verily me. The very first mantra of the Ashtotaram is Om Purna Brahma Swarupinye Namaha. Salutations to the Divine Mother who is the Supreme Brahman herself. This way we see that the proclamation of the Mundaka Upanishad is true, is held true by our Guru, our Sadguru Amma. Now, how do we realize that Brahman? How do we reach that state which our Divine Mother has already reached, or the very divine state Amma is. This very question was put by the Divine Mother when she asked Lord Shiva in the Guru Gita, how will the Dehi, the Jivatman, become one with the Brahman? To answer the Divine Mother's question, Lord Shiva told, the Jivatman becomes Brahman by serving the holy divine feet of the Sri Guru, which removes all the sins. Service to the divine feet of the divine Guru is surrendering to his will. Amma, during her Guru Purnima Satsang, told us that the Guru is a portal to infinity. For the disciple to move to the other side of the portal from this side, he needs surrender and humility. Surrendering to the Guru, surrendering to the divine will of the divine master who is ever established in that supreme self, Amma says, is the royal path to freedom. All other relationships of a father and a son, of a husband and a wife, culminate in making us more bonded with the world. The bondage increases, making us miserable. But only this relationship, the Guru and the disciple relationship, severes all the bondages the disciple is experiencing from time immemorial. Because in this relationship alone, the duality of I and you, the cessation of the duality is sought. The Guru wants the disciple to grow, become the Guru himself. We all know the tale of an illiterate, uneducated, unintellectual boy called Giri, who joined Sri Shankara in southern India. He understood nothing of the great Vedantic classes Sri Shankara took for his beloved disciples. Even then, he would come, sit and listen to what Shankara said. He would also do personal service to Sri Shankara, like washing his clothes and serving him. Once Giri was washing the clothes and Sri Shankara was waiting for him to start the class. The other disciples of Sri Shankara asked him why he was waiting, why was there a delay in starting the class. Sri Shankara told, Giri has not yet arrived. The disciples, in a sarcastic manner, they told, what would Giri understand if he even comes? He rarely understands what you teach. He just comes and listens, and he has no say in the discussions or the disciples hold after your class. Sri Shankara, he scolded them, told them, is the study of scriptures intellectual? Is it for your intellectual prowess? No. It is by the grace of the Guru that we understand, we realize what is told by the Rishis in the Shastras. The Atman is attained by only him who is chosen by it. And for choosing, he should surrender himself. Total surrender is what makes you, what paves the way to self-realization. Then Sri Shankara called Giri, and the knowledge, the ocean, the Ganga, the Jnana Ganga from Sri Shankara flowed to Giri, and Giri sang Vidhita Kila Shastra Sudha Jalado Mahido Upanishad Kadidartakate Hridaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam, the Todakashtaka. That illiterate, unintellectual boy in the Todaga meter sang praise of his Guru. It is not the Shastras that make the Guru happy. It's not the intellectual prowess of a disciple that make the Guru happy. It is his surrender. It is his surrender which says that I am nothing. It is the Guru which is everything, which makes the disciple a recipient for the grace of the Guru. Amma also said about humility. Amma says, when you become zero, you become a hero. Knowing that I am nothing, naham naham tvam tvam. Amma sings, Jnanyantram niyantri, Jnan ratham ni rathi, Jnan griham ni grihanaikayam. I am the instrument, you are the one who drives it. I am the chariot, you are the charioteer. I am the house and you are the one who governs it. That feeling that whatever my Guru is doing is for my good and I am nothing in front of him will make that flow of knowledge towards us, because water, grace cannot flow to high lands. It flows to low lands, from high to low, from the Guru's level to the disciple's level. If the disciple thinks he is a hero, if he has the ego, then the disciple cannot achieve, cannot receive the grace from the Guru. Amma says, ego is something which is our most, which we consider to be our greatest friend, but in reality is Lord Death itself. Surrendering the ego at the lotus feet of our divine Guru, which takes all our sins, will lead us to immortality. Surrender, humility, and doing sadhana in the living presence of a Guru. Doing sadhana in the living presence of a Guru is like having a fan above you when you are famished. Air is everywhere, but sitting under a fan, the air, it has more effect on you. It makes you feel cool. Doing sadhana in the presence of the living presence of the Guru, we are the most fortunate ones. We have our Guru in the physical form, in our midst, and doing sadhana according to what Amma says in her presence will ultimately lead us easily towards immortality. The Shruti says, if the knowledge of Brahman is realized now, Satyamasti, if it is realized in this birth itself, Satyamasti, you become eternal. You become that eternal, expansive, all-pervading Brahman. But in spite of gaining the three, Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam and Mahapurusha Samshrayaha, that is human birth, the urge to be realized, to have realization, and the company of the divine, the company of a Sadguru. If we don't gain that experience, if we don't gain that knowledge, then Mahati Vinashti, great is the loss. We will not, if we are not sincere and if we don't do what Amma has told us to do, and according to our capability, we have lost a great chance. I pray at the lotus feet of our most beloved Amma, our Guru, our guide, our ferryman across the ocean of transmigration, that Amma bestow her kripa upon us to realize the Brahman, reach the Brahmi Sthiti, which Amma is ever established on. Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. I offer these words as flower petals at Amma's lotus feet. Om Amriteshwarye Namaha.
Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. Thank you for the talk. Now let's watch a dance performance by Kumari, Meshal and team.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु 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 ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्